the house yet, but we didn't really have that many pieces of furniture. Like, we didn't know where to put the bed in our bedroom. And anyways, it's bad feng shui to put the bed like adjacent to the front door or to the door. So
like the foot of the bed.
No, our head, like if our head was on the same wall as the door, so when you're on your side, you can look through the door and through the hallway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my bed, where it is now, it's on the opposite side of the wall. So like I said, when you're lying on your side, you can look out through the door to see through the other bedroom, essentially, down the hall. And one night I woke up and we used to have this salt lamp on like all night. And I woke up one night and I swear to God, we had a bunch of furniture in the spare bedroom across the hall, and I swear to God I saw this like shadowy figure standing in the doorway of the spare bedroom with like sort of like not a top hat but like a fedora type like figure hat with like a tall man and like a trench coat kind of thing. And I've never seen a figure like that before, so it's not like something that maybe was like a reoccurring like dream or something that I've had. So I kind of like looked, I popped my head up, I looked through the door because it was kind of dark, but our room was lit with like a light like this with the salt lamp, so it was
warm,
like
pink, kind of dim light.
Yeah, it was. And he was just standing there, didn't move, but I didn't feel threatened either. I didn't feel scared, so I kind of was like, okay, and I went back to sleep. And that's literally, I didn't even wake Alex up, nothing. And so then after,
you're probably like, damn, that's crazy,
right? I was so fucking hungover, probably, or still drunk or wasted or whatever. And then within the next week, I went through my house and like I spoke to my house, like to the spirits in my house, and I said, you know, I'm good here with you here. If you're good here I'm here. So like, let's all get along. Let's all do a fucking dancey dance together.
Well, do you know anyone, or have you known anybody that like would have worn that outfit or like hat?
So like my grandfather used to wear stuff like that, but he died when I was like 9.
Maybe he was just saying what's poppin'.
And so that's what I feel. I do feel like it was my grandfather's presence because I didn't feel threatened, and I mean I definitely felt like safe, obviously, because I went back to sleep. And it was like at a distance, because I feel like if it was so to be like some sort of
blink and then the next fucking time he's like hanging over you.
Yeah, exactly. It would be
that's
something like at the end of your bed, like that's scary shit. But I thought maybe that was the case. Also, the house that we're in though was built in like the 60s, like early 60s, so it's an old house. There's no central air. It's an old house, so who knows how many people died in there.
Bitch, what?
I don't know, or how many families it's had.
I think somebody died. I think the previous owner of my mom's house died there because she like...
That's so scary. You had a bunch of stories, eh? What's yours? Give me.
Oh, nothing lately, and I'm super glad.
Oh, you mean your mom's house now?
Yeah, her new house.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she had like 30 fucking cats. I would have loved to be a part of her life.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. No bad vibes in my current apartment or my mom's current house.
No.
Yeah, my house growing up, like, I don't know, I always felt like I wasn't susceptible to being like haunted or like tormented, or I don't know the words. Like, I don't watch a lot of. I'm not into it, right?
No. She is a scaredy cat.
I am a scaredy cat. I like feeling like safe and like, I don't know.
I like the adrenaline it gives me.
Okay, well, crack whore. My sister, however, was a different story. If she's listening to this, she's gonna be like, it's not that bad.
She's like a poltergeist magnet.
Yeah, she is way more susceptible. And recently my mom was like, for some reason there was only a couple of us left at her birthday party, and we were like sitting around a round table and we were just like talking about fucking ghost stories. But she was telling us stories of like how Zoe, my sister, when she was a baby, we lived in the same house our whole life until like 6 years ago. My mom moved on her own.
Yeah.
We grew up in this house, like, whatever. My sister's room was next to mine, but my sister's 3 years older than me, so when she was a baby, she would just fucking cry. Wail. Cry all night, no matter what happened. And my mom's like, yeah, you may think that's like a normal thing for baby, but like not the amount and the rate that she would, like she wouldn't even stop to breathe if she realized no one was paying attention to her. She would just wail and wail and wail and wail. And like she was like, it was like somebody was like ripping her intestines out. Like that's how painful the scream was apparently.
Oh my god.
So lucky I wasn't alive because bitch, I like my sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch of weird shit. So I don't know. You've been to that house, the house I grew up in. That was like our frequent, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you like telling me stories of the like spirits that were in your house, and I don't know if I necessarily remember like seeing anything. I definitely haven't seen anything, but your basement felt weird.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Bro, the air felt heavy.
Mm-hmm. But, like, you had, like, it was a decent-sized basement. It wasn't even like it was that small or anything. And there's definitely airflow and windows.
It felt like you were walking into... You know when you come home and you
Jello.
Yeah, like, you know when you come home and you're, like, you know that you're going to be home alone and you come and it's just, like, a deep breath of just like you're
fresh.
Alone, as opposed to when you walk in a crowded room and you're like tense and it's like a party and you're just like the vibe is different. There's way more energy. I think that's the word that people would use. That's what it was like just walking downstairs there.
Yeah,
like it was like you were never alone. It was never just like a refreshing like I'm gonna sit down and relax vibe. It was always very heavy on the shoulders, heavy on the air, just like something's here. And like I don't want to say like, oh yeah, I'm not a disbeliever. Is that a word?
Yeah.
But fuck man, when you live in the house that I lived in, like it's hard to just be like, yeah, ghosts don't exist or spirits don't exist or demons or whatever. Not demons. I don't think these people were bad or these things were bad. I don't know. Little things of just the vibe or sounds. I understand that old homes have like creaks and cracks and no problem. But there's a couple things off the top of my head, like mainly had to do with, I guess, not even just my sister, but one time I recall my sister visited from university for the weekend. She stayed in her bedroom. Obviously, it was next to mine. And I guess the day she left, my mom went in. My mom would always do our like laundry and shit when we'd leave and come back. She would like change the sheets. So my mom was like going in to do that or whatever, and the fucking closet, my sister's closet was open, and my sister's room obviously had the entry to the attic because why the fuck wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And the attic was open and a bunch of her grad photos were like scattered everywhere, and like really they were never on a shelf that like could fall and like drop shit.
Yeah.
So and they were in a couple different places in the room, so they were just like there was no correlation to why these photos were on the ground, and like yearbooks open, fucking grad photos out, report cards around, like just everything's like in disarray.
Weird.
And like my mom obviously was like, oh, like did you do this? Did you want something? Did you forget something? Like what the fuck's going on? And she's like, no, like it was fine. Like there was nothing on the floor. Like I didn't do that.
That's fucked.
So my mom's like, oh, like that's fucked up. Like why is the attic open? And
so the attic thing was open?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's even scarier.
So the next couple days after that, it was just my mom and I. And my mom and I are, like, not as susceptible to it, but we aren't going to deny it kind of thing. Yeah. So we can observe a situation and be like, yeah, something's not right. Yeah. Like that thing where, like, only pictures of my sister were, like, torn out and, like, you know, like, that's thrown around the room. Weird. It's weird. Because it maybe, like, the thing, like, missed her or, like, didn't get a chance to whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's creepy.
So the next couple days, like, I remember my mom was like, I am fucking over this. Like, why does this happen to us? Like, why? Yeah. What's going on? And she's like, Case. And I was like, bitch, what? Like, what do you want? She called me. And she's like, did you touch this? And I was like, touch what? She, like, shows me the attic door is, like, half open. And I was like, no, I would never touch that with a 10-foot pole. Like, I'm not trying to fuck with whatever vibe this is. Yeah. So it was half open. And my mom's like, well, I'm just going to open it and see if it does it again. So, like, opened it, and then the next day it was fully closed. And the next day it was, like, half open. And then the next day after that, it was, like, fully open. And then...
That's fucked.
My mom was like... And it's one of those ones where you have to, like, push up a panel and, like, slide it over. It was pretty much just, like, a panel of, like, plywood, board. Yeah. Particle board. over an opening.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a
hinged or anything.
No,
it wasn't like a key or a lock or anything.
No. So my mom like pretty much got fed up. She was like, "This is fucking scary." Like most of the time, because I'm a fucking, you know, like delinquent teenager, I'm not home, so my mom's home alone a lot in that house, and she would like, I remember, I was like, should we say something to it? So we like went up, like not up into the attic, but like we opened the attic, and like my mom was like screaming. She's like, leave me my fucking family alone, like we didn't fucking do anything, like this is fucking annoying, like just fuck off. They're just telling literally the air to fuck off. Hilarious. Really would recommend seeing that one day.
Oh my god, I would pay.
Yeah, so that was just like little things like that just don't happen in a normal home. Like you can't, you know, blame like humidity and making, you know, doors like move or like the wind, or like you can't blame shit like that with that situation.
No.
So one day, for some reason, my mom and I were watching. My mom only likes like black and white movies, so I was like, fine, like if I be nice to her now, she'll drive me to a party tomorrow. So I was watching this movie with her. And I remember for some reason the time, like it started at 9:00, and it was like TCM or Turner Classic Movies. Like the channel was like ingrained in my head because that's all she would watch.
That's hilarious. My dad watches that too.
My mom is super fucking cheap, so the lights are always off no matter what. Doesn't have anything to do with the story, but like it just sets a vibe.
Makes it creepier.
Yeah, like not even a microwave light was on.
Oh my god.
And we were watching this fucking movie, which I already got eerie vibes from black and white movies, because it's like, oh my god, like, have you never seen an Adam Sandler movie? Like, can we just watch that? Like, it's
like, it's hilarious.
This is prime, Hollywood.
Do you know who Will Ferrell is, Mom?
Yeah, like, you're a swine. So, whatever. Movie was on, I think it finished at, like, 11:15, 11:30. And my mom is a fucking boomer, so she was charging her phone in another room, because, what do I need a phone for? So she unplugs the phone and takes it, like she had the plan to like take it up to go to bed. And she checks the phone. She's like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? She's like, did you call me? And I was like, call you. I've been here right next to you. Yeah. And no, I don't want to call you. Anyway, like what? No. And she's like, oh, like the house called me at like 10:30, 10:20. And I was like, what? Like, no, you and you're here watching the movie, like did not get up. No, I didn't call you.
Ew, that's so creepy.
Like, she got a missed call from our house line, like, home phone.
Was there a message?
No.
Oh.
Just a missed call at, like, 10:20 or 10:30. I can't remember the exact time. So that was weird.
That's more than weird. That's fucking scary.
Because, like, what if we had picked up?
Yeah.
Or, like, what if there was a message? Like,
ew.
What the fuck? Like, we were not in a room where there was a home line. Like, I had one of those old ass house phones that like hung on the kitchen wall, like, and it was in eyesight, and like, no, there was no way anybody called unless there was somebody else there or like something else, you know, in control.
Yeah.
So that was fucked.
That's crazy. Oh my god, I can't imagine, dude. I think I would shit my pants.
Well, yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, I just remember like my sister always being like, "Did you hear that? Did you see that?" And it's like, bitch, shit, no.
Don't even say it, because I don't want to see it.
There's nothing there.
And I don't want to hear it.
Her bedroom always had like a weird vibe too.
Ew.
I don't know. And I don't know if it was just because she was in it.
It's her that's the weird vibe.
She's a fucking demon. I think that's not it. No, that's not it.
No, there's definitely more.
There's one more little story that is spooky.
Okay. Oh my god, this is so great.
About the same house.
Yeah.
Obviously we live in Ontario, Canada, tons of snow certain times of the year. And, you know, we shovel like every normal family.
Yeah.
But the way our house was is like, there's obviously 2 patches of grass to go to our backyard with 2 sets of doors on either side, like gates. Mm-hmm. To get into the backyard. We had 2 separate entrances, you remember, in between our neighbors' houses to get into our backyard. So I don't know why, but my mom was in the kitchen just like looking outside, like, wow, it's fucking snow. There's a lot of snow on the ground.
Wow, snow.
Yeah, could you believe it? And that's the story. Thanks, folks. And she's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, were you trying to shovel the outside, like the backyard? And I was like, no, it's like uneven patio stones with like grass in between. Like, I'm not gonna shovel grass. Like, fuck that. I'm not shoveling that. We don't go outside in the backyard. And she's